hundreds in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
Pretty and paid. Pretty and paid, ayy. Y'all heard know I'm coming. I don't want to clarify. Keep up. Ayy. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadidi. He only 2 times from the he out like a lack, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These no ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm about it. Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue. I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me talk from a stick that we when I get to me. My check don't discriminate. Still take deposits if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way. Only come out with a pay till I say. Urge you wanna be. Don't gotta whip it. Rag on no petty. Lips like talk with that on your hip. If you ain't gon' rip it up, pop it. I'm thinking like show me a benefit. Let me dumb it down, Benjamin. We not equivalent. Really bad, looking so innocent. Bossy predicament. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadidi. He only 2 times from the he out like a lack, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These no ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm about it. Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the bank. Making moves like I'm hot in the shank. I'm low key, but I pop out in blank. This bun on my knife, stop trying to look. They do not come for me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you coming if y'all under me. I'm with it in Rex involved. I they texting calls and run me that. Making no sense at all. They bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming back. This go stupid, go dumb.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the San Francisco 49ers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 6. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
And here's the 6-year man, Austin Eckler. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 30 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. He's up to the 20, and he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Now Allen. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Allen now looks to throw. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the 49ers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. Here's Allen. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
27 yards there, a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time, but nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson now.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
Touchdown! Austin Eckler, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Eckler now between the tackles.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
First down, and they stick with Eckler.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
They go play action with Jackson.
Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. To throw is Jackson. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Tyquan Thornton.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football. Real quick, right?
After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half, a second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Again, Jackson on the move to his left. This will be caught once again by Brown. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, they could probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe.
And Brown's got it. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
49ers 7.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the...
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Trey McKinney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Kenneth Murray able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Touchdown, Chargers. Xander Horvath with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And again, it's Allen. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And the Niners are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Second down and goal. Allen. Touchdown 49ers. Charlie Warner. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the 49ers get a bit closer. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's got it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. Throwing is Allen on third. Completes it to Samuel. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Allen going to throw. His pass caught at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal. Now Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Allen. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Alert, alert, alert!
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And he'll find McLeod on the right side complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Allen now looks to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Alert! On 2nd and 10, Allen. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Able to find Gray here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. On 1st down, Allen. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gold with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is going to be 49er football.
So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you're praying for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 16, Allen. And the grab by Croft.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
To the air, Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Gould able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Charger drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
They go play action now. Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. Hopkins' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Allen. That's complete to McCaffrey. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Jackson to throw.
And he gets this to Thornton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So, for the Chargers, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh
Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause the starving